Hey, Mike, you ever watch the show Survivor? You remember?
Oh yeah.
You remember in one of the early seasons when that dude Richard Hatch fell into the fire?
Yes, of course.
In the outtakes, he goes, "Ow, that was a hot take, producer." Welcome to the Fantasy Forecast with Grindberg and Biggs. I am Biggs. He is Grindberg. You are watching the Fantasy Football Advice Network on the YouTubes. And we are here to bring you our 2024 hot takes at the wide receiver position. But we're going to change things around. In the last episode, we did things a little bit differently. I had Mike go first. I'm going to do that again so that I can eat this Serrano chili and try and talk through the heat for my hot takes. Mike, go.
The guy is eating a Serrano chili. Look at him. He's chomping it down. He is eating. It is getting into his face. I see his cheeks. They're getting red. They are swelling. And my hot take number 3 at the wide receiver position is that Drake London finishes outside the top 15 at the wide receiver position, and he's getting a lot of steam right now, and here's why. And Drake London's 2024 prospects suggest he might finish outside the top 15 due to inconsistent production in past, hindered by unreliable quarterback play. London ended previous seasons with wide receiver 31, wide receiver 37, declining metrics. His TPRR, first read percentage, all these target shares dipped in 2023. Moderate fantasy ranking, costly investment, competition in a system change. He's facing some challenges, and we don't even know if Kirk Cousins is at full health. So we don't even know if the quarterback position is going to increase in value here. So that's why I think that, Drake London is going to finish outside the top 15. But I know, and I think somebody that is going to finish inside the top 15, and that is a guy that is used to it and has done it before, and that's Terry McLaurin. His path to a top 15 finish in 2024 is bolstered by consistent production. He is the primary wide receiver one in that offense. He's getting a quarterback upgrade. We said it on the last episode. I think that Jaden Daniels has a shot at finishing as a top 5 quarterback as his rookie. So in order for that to happen, Terry McLaurin is going to be reaping those benefits. I think he's set to shine in 2024, and Jaden Daniels as his quarterback as well. I think that's a solid duo, and they are set to shine. Now, Biggs, how you feeling after that pepper? Is it spicy?
It was spicy. It's not what I expected. If I had to do it all over again, I'd choose something a little bit hotter, like a habanero. I'm feeling pretty flushed. Like it's a good Serrano's a good chili heat. It's definitely still at Caucasian level.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, my mouth's watering a little bit. But I haven't hit the beer. All right, my hot takes. My spicy Serrano California chili hot takes. Number 3, Stefan Diggs will finish outside of the top 24 of wide receivers. What? Last year's wide receiver 9? What are you talking about? Stefon Diggs was the go-to guy in Buffalo. He is not the go-to guy in Houston. He is an ancillary player. He is an auxiliary wide receiver, if you will. Nico Collins is the man, and Tank Dell is the man trying to be the man. Stefon Diggs is too old to be the man. He will finish outside of the top 24, so don't draft him as your second wide receiver. My number 2 take. And this is along the same lines as what you had said with Terry McLaurin, given Jaden Daniels' ascension. Every quarterback that finishes well needs to have a wide receiver who does the same thing. Chris Olave, New Orleans Saints, top 10 wide receiver finish in 2024. Boom. Derek Carr is going to hit him the ball early, often, and with ill intent. They're going to score a lot of touchdowns in Clint Kubiak's offense. Think of Chris Olave as the Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel in that offense, because let's face it, if you got one, who's the other guy? Rashid Shaheed, maybe. A.T. Perry, kind of. It's all about Chris Olave. He finished well last season. He finished ahead of Garrett Wilson. Those two guys were teammates. Those two guys came out at the same time. Olave seems to be the superior one. Garrett Wilson is being drafted higher. So Chris Olave is going to have a big breakout this year.
Ooh, hey, look, it's me. Sorry, I didn't mean to take up the whole screen for you there.
Shawansi.
Shawansi's here. Shawansi.
What's up? I made it. I'm just going to talk about Stefan Diggs real fast because I'm with bigz here. We saw that huge second half decline last year, and it's not like he was in a bad offense or anything or a bad situation. When you look at week 10 on, he had 2 wide receiver 20 better finishes. And his best was a wide receiver 15. And the rest were wide receiver 45 or better. You mentioned the competition. The targets are going to be down. And this is a dude who has gotten a little unhappy in the past about the number of targets coming his way. So, yeah, I don't see this one going super great.
Yeah, I agree with all those takes there. Thanks, Schulte. See you next episode.
Thanks, Shawansi.
Shawansi. Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement there. That's a hard wide receiver room to peg down in Houston, and I don't want anything to do with the Stefon Diggs, and I just saw his last year decline, so I'm on board with that. So big. I'm
going to hop in here real quick.
Yeah, do it.
In regards to the chili that I just ate, so there is this ramen phenomenon. It's called buldak, and they make this It's a Korean ramen. They make this one. It's 2 times hot chicken flavor, and it's rated at 10,000 Scoville units, and a Serrano chili is rated at 10 to 25,000 Scoville units. The last time that I ate the buldak ramen, I would not have been able to talk. My eyes were watering. I was like buzzing around here. It was hot. My tongue hurt. They say it's 10,000. It's way hotter than that chili that I just ate. So if you need to know where you're at with buldak 2 times, it's that chili that I just ate times a couple. Anyway,
it mustn't be. It mustn't be.
I appreciate that because I was planning on, just eating a shitload of peppers this weekend and comparing spices. So that's really important info. Thanks.
I'm here for everybody.
I was about to say before Schulte busted in again, that it mustn't be that hot where you are, because those peppers definitely have got a little bit of water if they're not that hot. They're
very, very fresh.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I got them from the farmers. I got them from the farmers market yesterday, so they were likely picked within the last 2 days.
That makes sense. I gotcha. All right. Well, let's get into our hot takes again. And my number 1 hot take at the wide receiver position is I think that Amon-Ra St. Brown is on a collision. He's on a collision course for the wide receiver 1 overall in 2024. And I think he's going to go for 140 receptions for 1,750 yards and 11 touchdowns because his consistent production. St. Brown has delivered 3 consecutive 90-catch seasons, and he's only gotten better every single season, and now he's proven to play at an elite level. His target share dominance is just incredible. Even with all the targets around him, he still commanded a 30% target share. That contract extension and team stability, both him and Jared Goff are locked in long-term, and that is a big thing. His fantasy performance upside is just unmatched right now as far as stability goes. There's question marks around a lot of these guys at that number 1 position outside of CeeDee Lamb, and I just think that Amon-Ra could be that guy this year. And his quarterback consistency, we talked about Jared Goff a little bit, but his completion percentage, his 7.6 yards per attempt over the last couple seasons has just been really, really good. Amon-Ra St. Brown's blend of consistent production, target dominance, secured contract extension, team stability under Dan Campbell, and promising quarterback synergy positions him as the top wide receiver for 2024. Fantasy managers can confidently target St. Brown early and often, and he will once again dominate in that deadly Lions aerial attack. My number one hot take at the wide receiver position is that Amon-Ra St. Brown will be the 2024 fantasy football number one overall wide receiver with consistent production, target dominant, and solid contract. I love it. 140 catches, 1,750 yards, 11 touchdowns for the Lions. You can thank the sun god now because he will be shining bright on drafters in 2024. Let's go.
And he wouldn't get to shine if it wasn't for his quarterback, hashtag Novato Boys, being the second best football player ever born in Novato, California, that is.
Yeah, buddy.
Who's the first?
This guy.
Okay, my hot take is an 8-year wide receiver. 8th year. He's entering his 8th year. He's never finished inside the top 24. In fact, his best finish ever so far is wide receiver 26. And he's only ever had 100 targets once in his career. He had 105 targets one time. But this receiver has always been the third option on his team. There's a lot of people who don't even know who he is. He is going to be the target leader for the Buffalo Bills. I'm talking about Curtis Samuel. Is he better than 36 of the guys in the NFL? Probably not. He's probably in the 40 range. He probably sits right there. That's where he's at. However, role is king, and who else besides Dalton Kincaid is Josh Allen going to be throwing the ball to? Curtis Samuel is going to be the dude, and he's going to finish inside the top 24 for the first time in his 8-year career. That is my hot take for wide receivers.
Love it, Biggs. I think that's a good hot take, and it has the potential there. So all you fantasy drafters that are drafting in the later rounds, looking for a guy that has that upside, that potential, look for Curtis Samuel, because Biggs thinks he's going to has the upside of finishing as a top 24, and I don't doubt that. With the so much uncertainty in that Buffalo Bill offense, yeah, man, good call, Bill. On the Bills, let's go.
I don't know who Bill is, but that's not me. Everybody, thank you for watching the Fantasy Forecast once again. He is Grindberg. I am Biggs. I'm at he's at FF Connect 99 on Twitter. I am at Big Boned FFB on Twitter. Schultze, our producer, is at SCHU1TZY. That's the number 1. We'll be back with our next episode next time. We hope that you're there. We'll be talking about our hot takes, running backs. Maybe that pepper did kind of scramble my brains a little bit. Like an Indiana fried brain sandwich. Schultze? But thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, hitting the bell, sharing it around. Go to the Fantasy Football Advice Network and work up your apply. I don't know what I'm saying. Register. That's it. Register. Yeah. Go register at FFAN. And we got some things in the pipeline, like a pretty cool social media platform that is going to be rolling out, and you're going to want to be a part of it. You can interact with us, be part of our Jersey leagues, be part of our listener leagues, all of that good stuff. We'll see you next time. We hope you win.
Shout out to Bill.
Hey, Bill.